So we'll tell you about that and a whole lot more. Stick around. Thank you, Chef Jeremy. All the best to you, sir. Now, we're going to move right into another time saver in the kitchen, and this is called Pull and Chop. It's a food chopper. It's 2-cup capacity. There are multi-blades inside, and no, you're not going to hit a switch or buy batteries. You just use a little old-fashioned elbow grease. Pull that ripcord, and it causes those blades to move around in a circle. And now, the more you pull, the finer it chops. Whether it's onions, garlic, peppers, carrots, maybe nuts, maybe egg salad, whatever you've got going on. Look at how easily this all goes in, and that will melt right into your pan and be perfect for all your recipes. Mark Charles Massilia is in our kitchens tonight to show us the pull chop, or what should I say, pull and chop.
Pull and chop, pull chop, it doesn't matter.
Either way,
Whatever
I just say helpful in the kitchen. Mark Charles, Happy New Year to you, sir.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back with everybody.
It was lovely to be away, and always nice to come home and sleep in my own bed.
True story, true story. Again, it's all about having 2 blades that are Japanese steel, hand-honed, and then a bottom blade that actually pops up and brings all the food into those 2 blades. What's important to note is that is super sharp blades. These rotate around. This pops everything up, so the more you pull is the finer the chop, and it makes life a lot easier. 2 cups will make you a little helper in the kitchen for all the time.
Okay, MC, we're going to talk about colors, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors for you to choose from. This is the red. This is blue. We're calling this color lime. Then I've got gray, and purple, certainly. Purple. Purple is available for you. Now, this is the part we want you to hand wipe, right? We don't want to submerge this in water. The rest of this can go in the dishwasher.
Dishwasher safe. Perfect. And then the other thing, while we're speaking about the blades and keeping things, I want to point out, Dave, we always point this out. When you get your pull chop at home, okay, folks?
We're going to come back close and show that.
The blade's going to look like this, and it's really important for me to point that out to you. I'm going to pull this open and show you. See that? A lot of people don't understand that that's actually a guard. You need to actually take your hands.
It's a protective cover.
Pull it, and it takes the blades out. Now, what I want you to do is not throw that out. This is a reusable cover. When you're done washing it, to protect the blade from your fingers and keeping it sharp, put that blade cover back on there and then rest it in. So take it off, but put it back on when you're storing it. Just wanted to point that out.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so let's put it to work. You know what I love doing? I love doing the egg salad demo, and here's why. When I grew up as a kid, egg salad, chicken, shrimp salad, my mother would put heaping things of mayonnaise, which I love, but you're trying to watch your fat intake, right? What I love about this is that it actually incorporates things together, like the Kuhn Rikon and the hard-boiled eggs.
Can I put mustard in there?
You could for flavor, but what I love is if you want just pure protein for the top of your salad and you're not doing any fat intake of like a mayo, I love the mustard idea, but watch this. I just want to show you. Do you see how that incorporated into an egg salad with not a dollop of any mayonnaise? So if you wanted it for flavor, you need to use like 1/8 of the amount that your mom taught you. My mother used to put heaping piles in it to make it.
You could maybe put a little teaspoon of Dijon in there.
Yes, absolutely.
It'd be lovely, right?
But less of the fat intake. So that's what I love about it. So think about hummuses, salsas, bruschettas. We do things like the celery because celery's stringy. So if you have 2 blades going in different directions, it should catch on the blades, right? But the Japanese steel makes this so much that it cuts right through those strings. And look at that.
Now, how many of you the holiday season made stuffing, right?
Look at that.
And you were trying to chop celery?
Tangled.
Nobody will ever pick up a knife again. You'll put all your celery in here and let the pull and chop do it for you.
And onions and carrots.
And onions and carrots. Now, carrots are something that is tough. Quite literally, right? Because they're dense and they're thick. And if you're doing carrot cake muffins. Carrot cake cupcakes. Carrot salad, carrot raisin salad, right? Just give this a pull. Now, a single chop will give you a single pull will give you a rough chop. The more I pull,
the finer the chop.
The finer the chop.
So you get to decide how thick or thick. If you're doing a stew, you want thicker chop. But if you're doing a carrot cake, you want thinner chop. So that's what I love about this. This can do both. I also relate this to salsa versus bruschetta, right? There is a whole argument out there about salsa. There are chunky salsa lovers and there's smooth salsa lovers. What I love about the pull chop is you can be both, and that's okay. So what I did here was you can put a little olive oil, you can put a little bit of garlic. I've got some herbs in here, my tomatoes, of course. So any way you make your salsa, jalapeno could be in there, right? So there's everything.
Some cilantro.
Some cilantro. Watch this. So 1, 2, and I'm gonna do 3, okay? So if I needed a rough chop for a bruschetta, there you go. Some people actually like thicker salsa like that. But if I keep going at this, I'm gonna make this to what I like, which is more of a smooth, ready-to-go salsa, okay? So again, the more you pull, the finer the chop, and I can actually regulate it to what kind of food I want.
You know what you can do to thicken that? If you want to, you can always put a little tomato paste in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea.
And that would thicken it nicely. But look how nice that is. Big chunks of garlic and onion and cilantro and jalapeno and yummy, yummy, yummy.
Tamponades, salsas, hummuses, you name it, you can make it salads. I want you to do blueberry, and here's why. If you want a topping for your desserts and you don't want any extra preservatives or any sugars, think about like when you buy jelly, okay? It's gotta be shelf stable. So they put things inside of it. All David has in here is pure blueberries. This could be raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, and nothing else.
Could be a mixture
of all of that. In a matter of seconds, he's making a topping for either a cake filling. There's a rough chop.
Let's make that
If you go back for finer, you're talking about something that is a compote ready to go on it, your favorite cheesecake.
The fancy word is coulis.
A coulis. You could put it on your cheesecake, your ice cream sundaes, and you have just created something that is only pure fruit, not an extra ounce of anything else. You can do that with a pull chop.
That's
baby food, same thing with the baby. By the way, I have ice cream there for you to put it on.
Oh,
come on.
All right,
please.
I'm on it.
And if you buy for anything, one of my arguments has always been, onions, garlic, shallots. The three things that emit fumes that cause you to tear.
Oh, look at that.
With a matter of seconds, you'll never cry again because of onions, because look at this. And I'm done with my onions with not a tear shed. Gotta love it.
Let's go through colors real quickly before we wrap up. This is the red. Here's blue, lime, gray, and purple. Over 1,000 of these are ordered. $23. One of your best friends in the kitchen will be the pull and chop. MC, are you back tonight, or is this
No, this is it.
One and done.
One and done.
One and done. Be careful going home.
Thank you, friend.
All right, we're gonna head over to our freezer pleaser. And what are we going to find? Well, something that doesn't really belong, well, it starts out in the freezer, ends up on the stovetop. It's a hot